Going live. Hi, I'm Phil McCaffrey, and this is 8:30 Prep. The really good thing is this is recorded, and people can watch it later because there's only 5 of us on live right now. So who's out there besides Damian Metcalf, my producer? Anybody there? Peyton, you there? Anybody online? All right, we're going to talk about functions on... Wait, I didn't turn my phone down.
Rookie move.
Man, rookie mistake again. I actually just did turn it down when I was chatting with my wife.
One day he'll get it.
I didn't turn the buzz off, and then I didn't turn the vibrate off, and then she texted me when I was in my bedroom, and I didn't get the text that I had breakfast. I mean, this whole thing. I need a checklist. I need to go back to my pilot days and get a checklist. All right, aviation days. I wasn't a pilot. I was a bombardier. All right, 8:30 Prep, functions on the SAT. We're down to 2 viewers. So I lost 3 viewers.
Because you had your phone on. They were like, this guy, he doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know anything. All right. This is going to be a very interesting night because these are 2 SATs from 2020 and 2019 that I just downloaded off of my favorite place on the black market, Reddit. So we have the March 2020 fresh off the press SAT, and I went through it this morning to see if there were any function questions, and sure enough, it's a gold mine. So here we go. Ready? The function of f is defined by f of x equals x squared minus 5x plus 6. What is the value of f of 4? I was really hoping this would be -3 because yesterday when we did the ACT, there was a ton of -3s. So what do we have? We have 4 squared minus 5 times 4 plus 6. So let's go with 16 minus 20, which is 4, plus 6, which equals 10. Is there an answer? No, what did I do wrong? 16 minus 20 plus 6. What did I do wrong? Minus 4, not plus 4. There we go. This is the beauty. This is the beauty of being me today. I was like, I'm gonna do these live. This was a really dumb idea. I should have sat down with my coffee and done these problems out and marked the right answers in front of me. So you get to see me do an SAT, which is going to be really ugly. This is kind of tiny, but let's read it out. The table gives the values of x. I love this question. This is like so perfect. Ancient SAT. They've been giving this question out forever, which is literally a table and a graph. I love the SAT function questions. If you go on Phil the SAT Dude on my old YouTube, I want to see if I'm over 10,000 for function of x. It's me on a whiteboard. It's really bad video, but we'll go back there. So what are we going to do here? Blah, 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 following graph. So we have to match the graph to the table. So the first thing you do is x equals 0, and that's positive 2. So these are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's positive 2. That works. That's positive 2. That works. That one doesn't work. That's positive 2. All right. Let's pick another number here. And, I got one. Ready? -2. -2. So -2, not -2, not, you have a winner, -2. We have the winner, D. I did actually cheat and write down the answers so now I can check them. D's the answer. All right. The half-life. Oh, I love half-life. I love half-lives. These are fantastic. These are percentages, exponential decay and growth. You do this in Algebra 2. We're up to 5 viewers, Dame. Half-life of a certain substance in an aquatic environment. I love how the SAT is so wordy. Who cares it's an aquatic environment? Is 150 years. Which of the following exponential functions best models the amount A of t in grams of the substance t years after 200 grams is applied to the aquatic environment? By the way, the half-life is the length of the time for amount to be 1/2. Super cool. So it's 150 years, is a half-life, so these are all halves. So we need this to be 1. We need the exponent to be 1 so that it's a half of what it is there, right? Isn't that what the question asks? Which one of the following exponential functions, substance of 200 grams, half-life? Yeah, right? It's put it in. 150 over 200 is not a half-life. 150 times this, 150 times this, 150 divided by this is 1. There we go. The answer is D. So what we're looking for is an exponent of 1 to be a half-life. Then in 300 years, it would be 1/2 of 1/2 or 1/4. And that's exactly how it works. Check the right answer. Yep, very good. All right, here we go. Linear function. Did see? Yep, linear. I love cheating on the SAT, and I call it cheating. I love like looking at a table going, yep, that's a linear function, because it goes up by 10 each time. And I look at it and go, yep, it's going up solidly the exact same amount, so it's a linear function. Look for the word linear. So what they want here is, this is a great function question. Match a table to the function. I used to call this pick a Q. Pick an equation. Pick a Q. Get it? That's really bad. That was a really bad name. It was a bad name then. It's a bad name now. All right, so we're going up by 10. So, and we change the speed. Is the speed the input? Yep, the speed is the input, and we go up by 10. So we have 97. That's not the intercept. It's going up, so it has to be positive. So 57 is the intercept, and it goes up by 10 for every 2, which is a slope of 5. The answer is C. See how I did that? What I did was, from 4 is my input to 6 is my input, I went up from 77 to 87. So the change in y over the change of x here is 10 over 2. And there we have it. 5, slope of 5. Oh my God, this is great. I'm really like discovering new SAT problems. I'm having a good time. We lost somebody right there. Pikachu. Oh, I like that. My wife's on Pikachu. All right. This is the SAT's favorite quadratic, and it is the difference of the squares. If you square this out, it's x squared minus 25. They love this. Put a big old star next to it. They love the difference of the squares. The function h is defined as shown. For what value does the function reach its minimum? And its minimum is always on the difference of the square, 0. Because if we plotted this, this would be where h reaches its minimum value, what value of x. I just almost freaked out because the minimum y value is negative 25, and I almost jumped in and said, no, the answer is A, but it did say x value. So at 0, you get negative 25. So if I put in 0, I'd get negative 25, and that's the minimum value of the difference of the squares. I'm really struggling today. Thursdays are sometimes bad. What do we have here? Okay, dudes, all right. I love this problem already. This is what I try to teach students all the time. I'm not even going to read it. I'm going to tell you what the answer is. It says 1.22, which means 22%. The SAT loves this question now. They love to make 22% increase 1.22. If it was a 22% decrease, it would be 0.78. Let's look for a 22% increase. Increases by 22%. Increases by 22%, increases by 1.2, 1.2. No. For each increase in a pound of weight, for each increase in length, it's 122. Length, weight. Weight is the answer. Weight is based on length. B. Yo, dudes, I love the SAT, how they treat percentages. This is a function question, but it's really a percentage question, and I'm going to cheat. I'm going to check to make sure I'm right. B, dude, you're right. Rock on, Phil. Rock On Jack. I just watched yesterday again. My new favorite movie.
What's that?
It's that one where they forget about the Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
And some English dude remembers, and he pulls himself off as the Beatles.
Yeah, yesterday. I haven't seen that.
It's really. I'll give you my login so you could cheat and watch it. I really love the movie. I've watched it like 10 times already. All right, the function of f is defined by all real numbers, and the graph y equals f of x in the xy plane is a line with a negative slope. Which of the following must be true? If a is less than b, then the function of a is greater than the function of b. Let's draw a new color.
I think Peyton just joined.
Peyton just joined. Yo, dudes, Peyton's there. Here's a negative slope. And so let's make this a and this b. So if a is less than b, this is right. The function of a here is greater than the function of b. That's greater. If a is less than 0, then the function of a is greater than 0. No, it could be down here. That's not true. So let's go with 1, yeah. 2 only, no. 1, yeah. 2 only, no. All right, let's check 3. We have to check 3, sorry. If a is greater than 0, then the function of a is less than 0. A could be greater than 0. And the function of a is less than 0? No, it can be right there. If it's greater than 0, it could be greater than 0. 1 only. Woo! Sweating that one out. And I'm right. Haven't missed one yet, Dame. I'm really worried. It's not going well for me today. A linear function is defined by the f of x equals cx plus d, where c and d are constants. That means they're numbers. If f of 50 equals, I'm going to use my calculator. I'm not even going to do this one. Well, let's see, 50 is 27,000. No, I'm not doing that one. So we've got 27,000 equals c times 50 plus d. And 38,000, I'm really struggling to use my words here, equals 100 plus d. What is the value of c? Systems of equations. Let's subtract. I'm going to subtract the top from the bottom. The d's will eliminate, and this will give me 50 c's. And I'm going to use my calculator and say 38 minus 27 equals 11,000. That was stupid. Divided by 50. 0.22. No. Yeah, 0.22. I did 11 divided by 50. It's 220. Okay, we can just stop now. I have to keep going through the SAT. I'm screwing this up. I didn't make any mistakes here. All right, ready? The function of 0. 0 is negative 8. Yep, there's the answer. All right, it's another classic SAT problem, which is a graph of a function, and they ask you something like the x-intercept or the y-intercept. The x-intercept is when the function is equal to 0. The y-intercept is when 0 is put into the function. So this is x equals 0. It's the point 0 comma negative 8, which is known as the y-intercept, or x equals 0. That's what they asked for. Whew. How am I doing? How's the energy level? In the xy plane, the y-coordinate of the y-intercept of the graph of the function f is c. Which of the following must be equal to c? So the y-intercept, we just said this. The y-intercept is where the function is 0. Is that seriously a question? Wait. I mean, that was 3, and then that was 6. They asked the same question? That's not like the SAT to give. They don't usually give the same style of question. Interesting. Different wording, though. All right, put the calculator back down. Lurking. The table above shows some value of x, linear. Sorry. I hate the way I'm doing the show tonight. I read ahead in the question because the SAT is so wordy. The table shown gives the values of x and the corresponding values of the function, where f is a linear function. All I needed to read was the word linear. Y equals f of x is graphed in the xy plane. The y coordinate of the y-intercept. On the same test, 3, 6, and 9 are all the y-intercept. So they want f of 0. So they're looking for f of 0. Let's find a smart-ass way to do this. Let's see how Phil the smart-ass. Let's go, we're looking for 0. So they want to know if, what is the y coordinate? What is, so if I put in 0 here, so it's between -2 and 4. All the answers are between -2 and 4. So let's do a graph. I like to do it this way. Let's do -1 to 2. So 0, 1, 2. So I go over in the x. This is the x. So I've gone 1, 2, 3 over. And so I have to go over 3 in the y. Let's make y purple. 2, 1, 2, 4. These have to be the same. They're a linear function. So I'm going 1 for each x. So how many do I go for each y? Which is, I'm going to guess 2, 2 to 0, 2 to 2. -2, yeah. And 2 to 4. 0. Let's see. Did I, how many blanks? Oh, I got one too many blanks. That's it. 1, 2, 3. 0, 2, 4. Whew. The answer is 0. That was a really, really bad video. We're redoing this one. We're reshooting this one. So all 6 of you watching this, guess what? This is gonna get redone. we're gonna shoot this as if I knew what I was doing. All right. Oh my God. What is this monstrosity? Science tested a group of adults aged 30 to 85. The graph shows the quadratic function s, which models their scores on a language test with a function of their age, x, in years. Which of the following can define s? So here's one of the problems with downloading from Reddit. The answers to this section didn't come in the download. So we're going to see how good I am on this particular one. If you've done my quadratic, which Damien helped me with years ago, months ago, it seems like the COVID thing's been going on for months, doesn't it? It is a negative. It is a negative parabola. So these two are positive. So I'm down to 50-50. And how the heck am I going to solve this one? So the function of 30 equals 48. So if you put in 30, take a guess, Damien. A or B? Take a guess.
I don't know.
Well, if it's a 50-50 guess, if one's right and one's wrong.
A.
A. 1 minus 320 times 30 minus 50 squared plus 55. That's what you do. I put the x in and get the y out. I am definitely going with the calculator here, boys. And that is 400. This is 420 squared over 400 over 320. 320 minus 55 is not going to give me 48. I'm going to say it's wrong. And let's do B. 1 over 320. 30 minus 55. It's going to be big enough. Yeah, this is going to be big enough. All right, here we go. Ready? 30 minus 55. Enter. 25 squared. Enter. Divided by 325 should be 1.95. So this is minus 1.95. 1.92. B is the answer. What you have to do on one of these is pick an answer to put in. The easiest one to pick is the one they give you right there. They should have cheated and put that 48 as the intercept, because a lot of people would have bit off on that. All right, ready? Function of 20. That means put in 20 plus 0.25 of 20. I was going to do this one in my head. Let's do it in my head. Ready? And then we'll do it on a calculator. 20. What's a quarter of 20, which is 5? 25 times 30, 750. Yep. 25 times 30. I did it in my head. Yay, Phil. Go, Phil. How many more of these do we have to do before I can run home and go hide? The dwarf planet Make. That's a real question. The dwarf planet Make is
Maybe it's
Maki. Yeah, I just thought of that as soon as I said that to you. The dwarf planet Maki complex completes one orbit every 310 years. Which of the following functions models the number of orbits that it makes in t years? 310 is going to give me 1. So the function of 310 is going to equal 1. So I put in 310, I get 1 out. So 310 plus 310 is 600. So that would be too many. 310 times 310 is 9,000. 310 divided by 310 is 1. I'm going with that as the answer. And 310 over 310 is also 1. But if I put in 620, I'd get a half a year. And 620 in C would give me 2 years. So that's C. I'm not even going to check the answer because that's right. Linear function, f of 2 equals 17. F of 8 equals 19, where y equals mx plus b, and m and b are constants. What is the value of b? So a function of 2 is 17, and the function of 8 is 19. We're going down 6, and it wants to go down 2 more. Man, do I have to do this old school? What? Okay, let's see. Let's try to trick it out. It goes down 5 for every 2. So put in 2. So I put in 5 over 2 is the slope. Man, I don't want to do this old school. I got to find a test trick way to do this one. Anybody help me out here? Peyton, you got an answer? It's got to be... It can't be 11. That's way too far down. 13's too far. What's 49 divided? It's got to be... It has to be less... It has to be greater than 15. What's 49 divided by 3? I'm guessing on this one.
Hey Siri,
16.
49 divided by 3.
Go do it again. Siri, 49 divided by 3.
Hey Siri, 49 divided by 3. No Siri.
And what's 55 divided by 3? 18.3. Wrong. All right, I'm going with 49 over 3 instead of doing the math. Question 26. Where is 26? Dude. Rock on. So what I did was estimate by a graph. So 19 to 17 is only going down 2, and I'm moving over 6. It wanted me to go 2 more, so it's going to be less than 2. So it can't be these 2, and it couldn't be this one. That was 2. They were all too big or too small. And this one was just right. This is the Phil McCaffrey Goldilocks SAT method. If you really want to know this one, I could do this problem out old school, and that is what I don't want to do in life. Cowl, how do you say that? K-A-O. Cow. Cow measured the temperature. Oh, God, it's one of these long stories on the SAT.
Story time.
Wait. There's a 1.25 and there's a 0.85. Does it increase or decrease? Where's the percent increase? Temperature. All right, ready? It measured the temperature of a cup of hot chocolate placed in a room with a constant temperature of 70 degrees. The temperature of the hot chocolate was 185 at 6 p.m. when it started to cool. The temperature was 156 at 6:05 p.m. and 135 at 610. 185, 156, 135. The temperature will to the following functions, best models T of M in Fahrenheit, with a hot chocolate so many minutes after cooling. This problem totally sucks. Well, let's do it. So let's just play around. If it starts at 185 and it goes 1.25 minutes, that is going up in degrees. So A is wrong. 185 minus 70 point going down means that it's 110 degrees every 5 minutes. That's way wrong too. And this bad boy is just, that sounds stupid. It might be right. I'm going to guess B. I'll do it. 29. Where are you? Let's put in a number. This was 5. This was 10. Oh, yeah. No. And 185. No, it's not. It's got to be this one. 10 over 5 squared. So what I'm doing is I'm creating the x's and the y's. So this is the output of the function, and this is the input. The input is time in minutes. So I'm going to go with D. Yeah, let's put in 10. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. 0.75 squared is 0.56 times 115, 64 plus 70, 135. All right, what I did here was the change from 5 minutes to 10 minutes is my x, and I had to put it in for m here, m divided by 5. So if I put in 5, this thing would be 1, and it would come out to 156. So I'll do that, and that's the right answer. Excellent job. Good job, brain. A company's total coal company. Where did that come from? A company's total cost, C of X in dollars, to produce X shirts is given by the function above, where M is a constant and X is greater than 0. The total cost to produce 100 input shirts is output 800. What is the total cost in dollars to produce 1,000 shirts? All right, ready? So what we have here is 800 equals M times 100 plus 500. We're going to subtract 500. We're going to get 300. We're going to divide by 100, and we're going to get the slope of 3. So we're going to get 3 times 1,000 plus 500, which is going to be $3,500. 4 spaces. That's the right answer. Please tell me this is the last question. Thank God. Last question. 7 viewers. Hope you're all good job, brain. Hey, that's actually a podcast that my daughter listens to. Good job, brain. All right. I'm Phil McCaffrey. This is 8:30 Prep. I'll see you on Monday. I have no idea what I'm going to do, so email you. Look for the link. It'll be posted, and we're going to play with Facebook. Probably we'll have to look at what time, but you're not doing that tomorrow.
Right. Yeah,
we're not doing it tomorrow.
Vacancy.
All right, so we're gonna do Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Twitch and what else? What else is there? Does anybody else have any ideas what else we could stream on? Is there any other streaming services that are worth being on?
I don't know.
Peyton Phil tonight was great. It was great, Peyton, because you got to see me screw up like a big dog. That's why it was great.
That's what everybody wants to see.
That's what. Yeah. Good job, brain. Good night.